Ivan Eland is the director of the Center on Peace and Liberty at the Independent Institute and joins us live now from Washington, D.C. Good to have you in the program. So is Kamala Harris all but anointed? I mean, she's got the delegates, she's even got the fundraising, but are there still tests that lie ahead for her?
Well, there are going to be tests. I'm not sure, whether her funds will transfer. They probably will. Whether the Republicans are going to sue over whether she can be the nominee at all, since she's being, replacing Joe Biden. I don't think that's really going to amount to anything legally. So I think she's probably got the nomination. She already has the delegates, as you pointed out, and the party has coalesced around her very rapidly, at least so far. And most of the people that would be running against her have endorsed her. So I think the big question is, who's she going to pick as a vice president? But of course, that's of minimal significance. It does affect the possibility that she could win a swing state if she picks Governor Shapiro of Pennsylvania or Mark Kelly. And I think that's probably the smart move for her. But vice presidential candidates really don't move the needle too much, but they can bring home a swing state, and in a close election, that could matter.
Well, they definitely can help win the election. Now, you talked about everyone is coalescing around her, but one person not on that list, at least just yet, is the former President Barack Obama. He's yet to publicly back her. What would you say is the reason for that? I mean, she's talked about wanting to earn the right to the nomination. Has she done enough, you could say, for grandees like him?
Well, I think Obama has a stated policy, that he doesn't endorse any Democratic candidate before the nomination they get the nomination, because he doesn't want to get involved in intra-party struggles and conflict. He wants to float above the fray, and his endorsement for the Democrats, at least, is very potent. And so I think he guards that image and that function as a party elder very carefully. So I don't think there's really much to read in that. I think really the die is cast, and she'll be probably endorsed by him in the end.
Okay, well, let's take a closer look at her. I mean, she has breathed new life, you could say, into this presidential race. But do you think it's enough? Do you think she can actually take the White House? I mean, she's talked about things like helping the middle class to date, but does she need to perhaps champion more progressive ideas to win across a wider range of voters?
Well, I think actually she may go to the right if she picks Kelly to get the more conservative middle voters. That's who she needs to get. I think she'll energize the youth vote and certainly the women's vote over the abortion issue. She's been a prominent spokesman on that, and the suburban women in particular. And so I think she's perceived as a progressive. So I think she probably could get at least a few points by picking Kelly as opposed to Shapiro. If we're in fact down to those two, I don't know that for sure that we are, but I think the Democrats have the underlying factors going in their favor in the election. A good economy is a main one, but the abortion issues as well. But of course, the Republicans also have the fact that Trump was an assassination attempt was made against him. So their base is more supercharged than it usually is. So we'll have to see. The Republicans haven't been very successful in the last 7 of 8 elections in winning the popular vote. But of course, in the U.S. system, the peculiarity of it is that the Electoral College determines the president, not the popular vote. So even if the Democrats are going to have to win by a few percentage points to win the Electoral College.
Well, it's going to be a fascinating race ahead. Ivan Eland, thank you for joining us on the NewsHour.
Thank you.